got my reaction, my pupils on skate.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store
between the Washington Commanders
and the Philadelphia Eagles. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hurts throwing right away. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Eagles at 7-3 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
19 tight.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
19 right.
Throwing is Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Barron.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So a pick-6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Barron. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down. Barron. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
On first down, Barron slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And this one too low.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting roughed backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
In motion right is Brown. These two teams all tied after 1. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
The man in motion is Brown.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Phidarian Mathis burying him for the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun. Barron. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd and long. Barron.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
On the jump.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on second down. Barron. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Commanders have taken the lead. Blankenship out for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barron looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barron. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Hassan Reddick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the court.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 22.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give to Gibson running right.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Okay, ready.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Barron. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Dillon again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
A.J. Dillon.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Commanders 21, Eagles 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Cut 19! Cut 19! Rig! Rig! Ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Ready?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
18 Rattler! 18 Pioneer!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go!
From the gun, it's Hurts.
His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Barron.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Dillon.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Dillon.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Washington,
the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the